Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me on another video. On this video I'm going to be talking about the Primus Express Spider, Primus, the company, history, and a little bit about them in general. And then we're going to boil some water up, see how long that takes. Brought 500 millilitres of water, so I'm going to tip the whole lot in the kettle, see how long it takes to boil. And we're going to have a little bit of lunch. I'm in a lovely area, I'm in Stanley Park in Liverpool. Yeah, so they've recently celebrated 125 years of production, Primus, so it's a brand that's been going a long time. Okay, so the very first model of Primus, before it actually became known as Primus, was invented by a guy in Sweden, in Stockholm, by Franz Litvest in 1892. Franz, I think he owned a blacksmithery, and I think he was some kind of mechanic, but the information is quite vague that I've got on him as a person. He actually first designed a handheld kind of burner, blowtorch, and he had the patent for the burning bit of it. So what he did was turn that upside down and kind of reinvented a stove that could burn kerosene and be smokeless. So kerosene for us in the UK is basically paraffin. As you all know, with them kind of paraffin lamps, you do get quite a lot of soot with them. So he invented a way of pressurising the kerosene so it became smokeless. So when Franz first came up with this idea, he only had small productions of his idea, and he used to go around the street markets, street stalls in Stockholm, and sell these burners to the women that used to produce food on these stalls and sell them to the public. So as things progressed, he teamed up with another person, Johan Svensson, and they went into full production with a kerosene burning factory. They had all the equipment and all the know-how and everything, and they went into full production. Okay, so Primus very quickly gained a reputation of being a reliable, durable stove, and in the early 1900s it was taken to the North and South Pole on different expeditions with explorers. In 1924, Mallory took Primus to Everest, and then later on in 1953, Tenzing and Hillary actually took Primus when they summited Everest as well. So to keep up with popular demand, as you can imagine, going to Everest and North and South Poles, explorers, adventurers, all kinds of people got onto the brand of Primus, and production just went through the roof. In 1990 they opened a brand new factory in Estonia, and Primus boasts to this day that it's the only company that makes this type of stove, and it's all still within Europe. Okay, so Primus, like other companies, do 3 different sizes of gas to start with, and they also make 3 different types of gas. The green bottle is a summertime gas. The red bottle kind of covers summertime and winter, and the brown bottle goes down to -22. Okay, so as you'll see, I'm using the red gas today. The only reason for that is I just want to get that bottle used up. I've used it all winter and it's pretty much at its end now, so I want to get that used up. I've brought together today with me two other gases. This is the winter gas. This is propane isobutane mix. This isn't a Primus one, but in general, most Coleman and camping gas, that kind of thing, they are propane and butane mixers. So I think the reason why Primus say to use only their fuel with their stove is the way that it goes and gets pre-burnt or preheated, let's say, before it actually gets burnt. So propane isobutane mix, and you'll have to excuse the lawnmower that's just over to my right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I've got a bottle of water, 500 millilitres of water. I'm going to see if it'll all go in my little kettle, and we're going to see how long it takes to boil. Obviously the conditions that you're doing this in are going to vary, the amount of gas, you use, how high you have the gas on, it's going to all be affecting factors, but let's just try it like that. Let's get some water in the pot. So it's taken the whole bottle. Let's get that on the stove, and we're going to set the stopwatch going. I can't remember which button it is now. There we go. So stopwatch is going. Let's put the lid on. Now I reckon it'll take roughly 4 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've come to 4 minutes. Let's have a look what's going on. No bubbles in there yet, so a little bit longer. Okay, so we're 5 minutes in, and we're just starting to get some bubbles down there. Coming up for 6 minutes. And we're at a rolling boil. Like I said, I'm going to have a little bit of lunch. So I've just got a tomato, cup of soup, and there's probably still enough in there to do another cup. Okay guys, so nothing too exciting today for lunch. Just got some tin of Sainsbury's chopped pork and ham and a few flatbreads. So what I usually do, guys, I'm not telling you how to suck eggs, but I usually leave half the tin on, so you've got something to hold, don't mess all your hands up, then you can just slice away. Okay guys, lunch is ready, so instead of watching me eat, I'll put some nice videos in now. Right guys, welcome back. Let's tell you a little bit more about the stove. So as you can see, okay, so it's a screw type adapter here. This is the your flow, and obviously you can see that it's hose fed. Now this little horseshoe of pipe here actually heats up the gas as it comes down. It preheats it and makes it burn more efficiently. So when you buy a new one of these burners, Primus, the only company that I know that tests every single burner before it leaves the factory. So when you get a brand new one, you will see that it's coloured like a rainbow effect on the burner itself, and that just means that it's been tested. Okay, so very quickly, one of the tricks of Primus, don't know if you've seen this in other videos that I've done, but when you're running to the end of your gas, you can actually turn the gas bottle upside down. And don't try this with any other burners apart from the Primus. But now that is burning liquid, so you could put that on the ground, find a couple of stones to hold it up that way, and you're actually able to burn the liquid of the gas. The reason that's happening is, like I said before, through the hose it gets everything gets preheated. So you need to light the burner before you turn the gas bottle upside down, obviously. So what's happening there now is that the liquid is coming through the pipe and it's actually getting vaporised before it goes into the burner. And sometimes when you turn the bottle off in that mode, that's off now, it will still keep burning while it burns the rest of that liquid off. It'll die down in a second. Okay guys, that concludes this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, please don't try the upside down bottle trick with any other stove other than a Primus Express Spider with their gas. I don't want you injuring yourselves and all that kind of thing. So thanks very much for your subscriptions. Leave your comments as normal. I do appreciate all your comments. I'm going to head off home now, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.